Most amateur goalkeepers don't have a skill problem, they have a mental problem. And until you fix this, nothing else matters. After more than 20 years in goal and coaching hundreds of young keepers, I've seen insanely talented keepers stay average because of 3 destructive habits they refuse to admit. And in this video, I'm gonna call them out. So if you're serious about improving, you need to hear this. Let's kick things off with bad habit number 1. And you know that walk, that slow, quiet walk back into your goal after letting in a soft one. It's not a disaster, just one of those goals where you're thinking, yeah, that probably shouldn't have gone in. You turn around, pick the ball out of the net, and while everyone else is getting back into position, you're still stuck in your own head, replaying it over and over again like it's a close VAR decision. What was I doing with my feet? Why didn't I just parry it? Why does this always happen to me? And trust me, I used to do this all the time. I'd act like that one goal had just exposed my entire career, like scouts were packing their bags, like my teammates had lost all trust in me forever. I know it sounds dramatic, but that's exactly how it feels in that moment. And while I was busy feeling sorry for myself, the game was still going on, because the next shot, it doesn't care how you feel. 1 mistake is normal, 2 mistakes, that's usually emotional. And the second one often happens because you're still thinking about the first one. So here's what I do now. When a soft goal goes in, I give myself 10 seconds, let it all out, and that's it. 10 seconds, nothing more. Then I physically reset. I fix my gloves, take a sip of water, shout something random to my teammates, and take a deep breath and say, okay, that happened, but it's gone now. Let's focus on the next ball. And the faster you reset, the faster you stop 1 mistake turning into 2. But here's the scary part. Even when you stop letting 1 mistake turn into 2, there's still another habit that damages you long before kickoff. Let's dive into bad habit number 2. Have you ever shown up to a session and before you even touch the ball, you've already decided it's not gonna be your best one? You don't say it out loud, but you're thinking, it's freezing today, the pitch is awful, I'm tired, the wind is crazy, and suddenly your standards drop just a little. Not enough for anyone else to notice, but you know, and that's enough. Look, I live in a very windy country, and the pitch is basically on top of a mountain. So when I'm leaving home, I'm thinking, let's have a great session today. But then I arrive here, wind in my face, balls rolling on their own, and you can barely hear yourself think. And before I even make my first dive, that thought creeps in. Today's gonna be a long one. And that's the moment it all starts, because once you've accepted that it's not ideal, you've already lowered your standards. You don't dive quite as hard, you don't push off quite as explosively, and you tell yourself, well, it's fine, because the weather conditions are really bad. And here's the dangerous part in thinking like that. When a game gets messy, when the pitch is bad, when the wind is swirling, that feeling isn't new, because you already practiced your brain to back off. So the next time the conditions are bad, good. Next time you're tired, great. Next time it feels uncomfortable, even better, because that's your moment, not to survive the session, but to push even harder. Now, if you're truly ready to push harder than you ever done before, and you want a proper structure to follow instead of guessing what to train, check out the link in the description. It gives you a clear plan, so there's no room for excuses. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Because even if you stop making excuses, and even if you push yourself when it's uncomfortable, there's still one more habit that keeps goalkeepers small, and this one is harder to admit. Let's move on to bad habit number 3. And let me ask you something. Who are you actually waiting for? Is it a better coach? A better team? A scout in the stands? Better gloves or better defenders? Be honest, because I spent years waiting for someone to see my potential, waiting for my defense to be better so I could finally keep some clean sheets, waiting for a proper goalkeeper coach who would magically fix my technique. And the scary part, I thought I was being patient, I thought I was being mature, but I wasn't patient, I was passive. I was waiting for someone else to take responsibility of my career. And here's the moment that hit me. There are keepers out there with way worse pitches, worse gloves, no goalkeeper coach, no academy badge on their chest, and they were improving faster than me. And that annoyed me because it meant the setup wasn't the problem, it was me. And here's the uncomfortable truth. There is no scout hiding behind the fence, waiting to discover you at your local training. There is no coach secretly planning to transform your career overnight. And the longer you wait, the longer you stay exactly where you are. Now, mentality is super important in goalkeeping, also for amateurs, but so is your technique. And if you want to learn to dive the right way, watch this video.